Hello and welcome to today's Aura reading stream. So I do have a priority list for those of you who did not manage to get one last time when the stream was quite busy. So we do have the priority list, which is Sadia Suns, Lam Kelly Bliss, Carolyn Sunlight Shweta, Debbie, Mohammed, and Michelle. So, yeah. Sunlight, hello and welcome. So guys, if you had a aura reading last time, you will not get one this time. It's too soon. So we have Lalima, Miss Venus, and Kita, Sound Chemist, Sid, Candy, Stacey, and Kieran. You guys had one last time. It's just too soon. Auras change with emotional and spiritual changes, but this reading was only done about maybe a week ago, just over a week. So for this, yeah, I do. You're very welcome to have another aura reading from me, but it will be, it will be in a month or so, like at least a month. I usually do every 2 months. So yeah, if you had one last time, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do one for you just yet. Let's see. We'll begin a list, and oh no, I've lost the black one, which is the, oh no, there it is. Okay, so I will do a list, but we'll keep, anyone on priority will be first. So let's begin making the list. So today is, I think it's 27th. Okay. So who do we have? So Sunlight, you remember, and you were on priority last time, so you'll be first. Sunlight is first. Lisa, hello and welcome. So if you want a reading and you're not on priority, that's fine. I'm going to do a priority list, and then I'm going to do a list of other people. The priority people will just be first. So Lisa, if you want one, let me know. A lot of people jump into my streams thinking that it's crystal ball. So if you definitely want an aura reading, please make that clear. And like the video, please, guys. We have no likes on here. Thank you, Shweta. I really appreciate that. Stace, hello. Stacey, you were on priority. So let me see. I'm sure you were. Oh no, you had one. I'm sorry, you already had one. I'm sorry. Jazz Starfish. Yes, of course. Let me write you down. You're unfortunately not on priority, but not a lot of priority people, like, you know, they might not come in. So it might not be too long of a wait. Lam Kelly, hello. Yeah, you were priority. So let me put you on. Shweta, are you? Yes, you were as well. Oh, you commented fast as well. Sorry, I missed you. So let me just add you in. I'll read the list in a moment, who we have. But yeah, if you just jumped in and said hi, make it clear that you do want an aura reading. Kieran says, sorry, but the dress is not fine. I don't know what you mean, sorry. I don't know what you mean by that. Starfish, do you want me to send you an email about a picture so you can get my aura when? Yes, so if you are new, your full name and date of birth will do. Your full name and date of birth will do, but sorry. So your full name and date of birth will do, but you can send a picture. If you send a picture, you have to make sure it's very recent, because if you don't, I may be reading your aura from the time the picture was taken. So full name and date of birth works better for me, but yes, thank you. Sun's hello and welcome. Okay, so, oh, Johanna Lula, welcome back. It's been a while since I saw you. Yeah, I'll add you. Johanna. It's nice to see some people back. So, okay, so far, we have the priority list, Sunlight, Shweta, and Lam Kelly. We have the secondary list of Jazz Starfish, and Johanna Lula. So that's the list so far. If you've commented but you didn't say you wanted a reading, please just comment that. I will add you, that's fine. And I will keep checking if anybody is on priority here. So let's begin. So I will keep adding to the list, don't worry, but let's do Sunlight first. So Sunlight is a member. So remember guys, if you are a member, you get a full aura reading, a full aura reading. Any colour in your aura and any guides I might sense with you as well might come through. So it's only £3 Great British pounds to become a member. You get extra crystal balls, you get channeling, and you get full readings on aura readings. Whereas if you're not if you're not a member, you just get the main colour of your aura, the most dominant colour in your aura. Rain, I don't think did you have one last time? No, I don't think you did. So yeah, let's add Rain to the list. So we have 6 people so far. I think we will at least get that far. Rain, and you'll remember as well. And Suns as well. Did you have one last time? No, and you were on priority as well. So Suns, you're getting boosted up here. So I said I was going to begin, so let me do Sunlight. But we have Sunlight, Shweta, Lam Kelly, Suns, Jazz Starfish, Johanna Lula, and Rain. So that's the list so far. If you're not on there, please just comment and let me know. And yeah, if you are new, I do appreciate the full name and date of birth, so thank you, Lam Kelly, for that. But Sunlight, let's begin with Sunlight. Okay. Okay. And remember, if you do want a picture of your aura sent to you afterwards, I'm very happy to send them. And when I send them, I do also include my article, which explains the colours. So if you forget what I said on stream, you'll have the link to the article and you can see what the colours mean on that as well. So feel free to reach out and ask me for that. All of my information, my Facebook, Discord and email are in the description of the video, and they are ways to contact me if you want anything. So let's see. Okay, so for Sunlight, this is quite nice. So I will have to explain this a little bit. So if Sunlight, if you get your picture, you may have to remember something I've said here. So with this one, for Sunlight, we begin with the pink in the center. Now the pink in the center of the aura, it's love. It's a love color. But what it is you know, this person is an empath. They're nurturing, they're kind, they're caring, all of those things. But it's more like directed towards close friends, family, romantic partners and things like that. So it doesn't mean this person doesn't have wider cares about the world and strangers and, you know, the earth. It doesn't mean that necessarily, but their love at the moment is very focused on close people, maybe a close friendship circle, maybe their family, maybe their romantic partner. Their love is focused more on the people very close to them right now. But with this, this is why I do aura read. So like I always say, auras change with emotional and spiritual changes. And if you keep getting pink as quite a dominant colour in the aura, it can suggest that you will end up in a long-term committed relationship. So that's why I think it's nice to check every 2 months and see, do I have a colour that's always in there? And does that mean something for me? So then we have the blue. So as you can see, I've drawn, we don't have like a variation of light blue and indigo or blue and indigo, you know. So I do have to use the same pen for this colour. So Sunlight, if you do ask for the article, you might have to remember that this is blue and not indigo. So with this, it's blue is more like a calming energy. So it can be someone who loves to meditate. It can be someone who's very calm all the time, very relaxed. But a lot of people, they get the blue in the aura and they say to me, well, I'm not relaxed. I'm constantly busy. I'm stressed all the time. I'm running around. You can still have blue in your aura. Sometimes it is about how others perceive you. So others might perceive your energy as very calm. They might feel calm in your presence. that they might feel like you're a shoulder they can cry on. They might trust you. It's a very trusting energy, the blue. It's like sometimes people will say things like, I've never told anybody this before, but I feel comfortable to tell you this. It can be that kind of energy with the blue. So yeah, just think about how that resonates with you. But I've drawn grey around here. Again, I have a minimal amount of pens here. We don't have the metallic colours, but this is representative of like a silvery metallic colour, and this is spiritual protection. You have some spiritual protection up at the moment, so that's great. That is really good. So that is sunlight. I have to cross you off on both lists here. So sunlight, and remember, full readings for members. So sunlight, okay. So now our next one is Shweta. Give me a wave if you're still here, and I'll just read the chat. So yeah, I only read for people who are present, so give me a wave if you're still here. Let's see. My name is Kelly Bliss. I am Kelly Bliss. Everyone calls me Lam. Kelly Bliss. Okay, it's a lovely second name. Bliss is a lovely word. And Sunlight says they think blue came up before too, so that's good. That might be a really positive personality trait that you have, you know? Yeah, nothing bad came up. No dense energy, well, no murky colours or anything like that. Okay, so Shweta is here. Wonderful. Let's go on with Shweta. So Shweta, it's the main colour of your aura, the main colour. Very connects with Shweta, so I do think I will get this through pretty quickly. Okay. Okay, this is an interesting one. So your main colour is actually a metallic-y silver colour. So it can suggest that you're doing a lot of spiritual work at the moment, or maybe you're being guided to do more spiritual work or to stay on that path. You have guides very close with you, you have spiritual protection. This is the first time that I've done, because I only do the most prominent colour for the subscribers, and then the members get the full reading. The most prominent colour, this is the first time I've seen metallic as someone's most prominent colour on stream. So that's really nice. Very, very nice to see. Good one for Shweta. Let's see. And you're welcome, of course. User D says, where are you from? Yeah, I am from the UK. I'm in Nevada, America at the moment, but yes, I'm from the UK. So we are up to Lam Kelly. Kelly Bliss. We're up to Lam. So right, okay. Kelly Bliss, we will do now. Let me mark you guys off this one. Shweta, and I'm glad some people from the priority have come in. That's really great. So, Kelly. I'm already picking it up, and I only glanced at her information. Nevada is beautiful. It's very scenic, you know. Things are very spread out, and there isn't always a lot to do. But I love just having so much nature around me with no interruptions. I do really love it. So yeah, I already have the pen. I already feel like I know this one. So the main colour in Kelly's aura is yellow. So yellow is great. Let's talk about yellow. So there's quite a lot to yellow. So with someone who has a lot of yellow in their aura, it's very commonly, you know, they might be connected to their inner child, or doing inner child work, or being guided towards inner child work. They might be a bit more in their light-hearted energies, you know, getting back to being a bit playful. They're not always super serious. But there's a serious side to people with yellow, because they rarely are into learning. So a lot of people have yellow if they're in doing a course, if they're in or training for something in a job, but it can also be self-teaching. So if you're learning an instrument or a language yourself, you might have yellow. If you are just so open to the lessons of life, and you want to be you know, you want to get involved in the lessons of life, and you just really, it's generally people who understand that when you leave school or when you leave any kind of learning, that's not the end. You will continue to learn, you'll keep growing, and they're quite open to their life lessons usually. Also, they can be very intelligent, they can be very attractive. So a lot of the time when people have yellow in their aura, they come across as attractive in some way. So it's not always everybody finds you physically attractive, like, and they fancy you, you know, but it can be like they're attracted to your energy, they're attracted to you as friends, they, you know, when you have a lot of yellow in the aura, especially when it keeps being a main color, you can be quite good at attracting things to you, whether that is relationships, friends, or even opportunities. So yellow is quite a good one to try to keep in there. What else? Oh yeah, and also with yellow, there's a possibility of spiritual awakening. So if you have a lot of yellow, it doesn't mean you haven't had a spiritual awakening. Maybe you've had many throughout your life, you know, what would you call it, upgrades, or, you know, evolving spiritually. But if you have had them, or one, it's suggesting that you're very open to having more. Your energy is open to having more, to progressing spiritually. So possibility of spiritual awakening, but not always necessarily will have one. But yeah, that's Kelly. So very nice to see that. I mean, there isn't really a colour I don't like in the aura, but, you know, I think ones like yellow and indigo, I really resonate with those people, you know. So suns. Do we have suns? We can have a wave from suns. Let's see. So we have, you're welcome. And how are your holidays going on? Yes, it's been absolutely amazing. I've been having such a great time, met so many wonderful people. I hiked up one of the hills near Hollywood, and it was Hollywood. You could see the back of the Hollywood sign at the top of the mountain, but there was the wisdom tree, and I did a short video on it. It was a tree where people leave like that. So you put things you're grateful for and things that you want to manifest, and you leave them there at the tree. It's very beautiful. I did a short video on that. That was a very nice experience. Kelly, you're welcome. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I still have New York to go to next month, but we'll be in Nevada for a little bit now, like a week or so, or a few weeks. So suns, do we have suns? Yes, sorry, suns did reply. Thank you. So suns, main colour of suns aura. Okay, let's see. I'm really connected today. I feel it already. Very, very nice. Okay. So, and I think it's the first time coming up on this stream. So let's talk about green. So we have green here. Most prominent color in the aura, green. So, so green. Often green is associated with jealousy, but that's not to be confused. That's like a dark, murky green. This is a nice green. This is a vibrant, nice green. And what this is it's the other love energy other than pink. So we have the pink, which is, you know, that more connected to romantic partners, friends, family, close people. Then we have the green, which is more, you know, it's more, let's see, it's wider. So it's like this person is an empath. They do care about their friends, family, loved ones, but their love is very extensive. They have a lot of empathy for strangers, for homeless people, for animals, for the earth. They might even be involved in a cause, you know, like they might work at an animal sanctuary, or they might do something to be helping the earth, plant trees, I don't know, you know, whatever it might be. But it's a wide love. So it's really, really lovely. You know, you can tell this person has very nice energy. They're very kind and caring. You know, and everybody has days where they're not like that, but generally, for the most part, this person is like that. So that's suns. And then we have, is Jazz Starfish still here? Give me a wave, Jazz Starfish, if you are still here. So the only ones left on our priority are Sadia, Carolyn, Debbie, Mohammed, and Michelle. So if they pop in, they may be boosted up. But otherwise, the list today will go Jazz, Johanna, Lula, and Rain. So there we are. So do we have Jazz? Carolyn, hello. You were on priority for last time and you are a member, so you're very welcome for an aura reading if you would like one. If you would like me to add you, please let me know. But do we have Jazz or Johanna Lula in? Oh, wonderful, wonderful, thank you. And you've also given me the information to focus on, so I greatly appreciate that. So the main colour of Jazz's aura, let's see. And your name is Jasmine. I love that name, Jasmine. It's such a nice name. Okay, so let me just focus on that for a moment. And then we will do Jazz's main colour, okay? Okay. So I actually have orange as a main colour, which I don't often find. Yeah, it's a bit more of a rare one, and we've had a rare one with Shweta as well with the metallic. So this is nice. So we have orange as a main colour for Jazz. So orange is a really great colour for connecting with people. So, you know, not all of the aura colours link directly to chakra colours, but the orange does in the sense of kind of like, the connection side of it. So when people have orange in their aura, first of all, they're very good friends. So it might be that she might be a social butterfly. She might always be out making loads of friends, talking to everyone, being very social, or you know, she might be very good at making friends like that, but it might not be like that. Some people with orange, they're not super social. You can have orange and be introverted, but they're very good at keeping friends. So some people, they have orange, but maybe they only have one or two really close friends, but they're very good at keeping them. They're very good friends. So it goes either way. They're either super social and make friends with everybody, or they're just very good at keeping the friends that they do have. They're very good friends. So, you know, if someone who continuously has a lot of orange in their aura, generally going to be a very good friend to have, you know. They're very good in connections like that. They, you know, maybe they like to resolve things, or they just generally don't really get into arguments. Sometimes they're just very, very agreeable and likable, and you know, like that. So it's nice for connections. But also with orange, there's an essence of inspiration as well. So it could be that you're very inspiring, you might inspire other people, or it could be that you're kind of seeking inspiration. Maybe you're orange isn't directly linked to travel, that's more indigo, but it might be something like that. If you're seeking inspiration, you might be trying new things, you might be traveling, you might be, or it might be in your mind that you need a change, you know, something like that. So you're either inspiring others, or you're seeking inspiration in some way to maybe enhance your life or change your life or something like that. But generally, yeah, really good friends, and the inspiration's a big energy with that. So yeah, you might be seeking your own inspiration for your own endeavors, or you might be very inspiring to other people. So it is a nice, particularly in relation to connections with others, orange is a very good colour. So that's nice for Jazz. I'm very social to people, but I have to learn balance. I'm very in between introvert and extrovert. Interesting. I can be like that. I can rarely be like that. I have a very extroverted side that comes out quite often, but I do have that side of me that's like, okay, I want some peace now, just to myself. So I'm pretty similar. I kind of resonate with that, but for me, it's more the social and making friends rather than keeping them. And I think that's just because I go off, you know, I go off and travel places. So, I do have some close friends, but far away. So yeah, I kind of resonate with that one. I have some orange in my aura. So yeah, so we have Jazz, which is great. If we do have Johanna, Lula, or Rain, please give me a wave. Johanna, Lula, or Rain, just give me a wave, and we will move on to you. Oh, Carolyn. Did Carolyn say she wanted one? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. Carolyn says yes. So Carolyn is next, just because she is she was on priority last time, so I apologize. It will be Carolyn, Johanna, Lula, then Rain. I'm just I have to prioritize the priority people because they waited on the last stream. So yeah, but Johanna, you will be next if you have about 5 minutes. So just wait for me to do Carolyn. We will then do Johanna, Lula, and oh, Carolyn's small. We have a little small one there. So let me just see the list again for a moment. Sorry about this. Right, so Carolyn, Johanna, Lula, Rain. Yeah, so we don't have too many to go. But I think I missed some messages here. Okay. Rain is here, great. Anna Cole, hello and welcome. And you're so welcome as well, people saying thank you. Anna Cole, hello and welcome. If you would like aura reading, please leave your full name and date of birth. It's main aura color for subscribers, and then members get a full reading. It's only £3 to join as a member. You get full aura readings, you get channeling, and you get extra crystal balls if you are a member. And it's only 3 Great British pounds. But yeah, you can have the main colour of your aura for free. You're very welcome to that. So Carolyn gets a full reading because Carolyn is a member. So let's see what we have here. Okay. I like this one. I feel like we're getting a lot of positive. I haven't really seen murky colours today. So we have a lot of balanced people in, maybe people who are working on themselves quite a bit. Okay. Okay, so Carolyn, very nice. So here's Carolyn's aura. So we have pink in the center, and I think I've explained many times, pink is the love color. So she's an empath, she's nurturing, she's kind, she's gentle, but it's pink. So her love is focused a little bit more on close friends and family, people close to her. It can be pets, pets, romantic partners, just people that are closer to her. It's not like I'm not saying it's not unconditional love, but she's not necessarily focused on a cause or the earth or animals. She's focused on those very close to her. So that's love energy. And again, if you keep coming back, because auras change with emotional and spiritual changes, if you keep coming back and you keep seeing pink as a dominant color, it means that you're most likely to end up in a long-term committed relationship. Guys, if you are new, comment if you want a reading. Just let me know. So, and put your full name and date of birth if you're new. So red. So we have red at the bottom. Now red's another colour like green that can get a bad rap in an aura. But this is not a deep, dark, like murky kind of red. This is a bright and vibrant red, which generally it means she is so she has warrior energy. She can be quite independent, but she can be, or she is at the moment, or she's maybe being drawn to be a little bit more focused on her material path. Red is very like material abundance. There's opportunity of material abundance when you have red. So it might be that an opportunity is coming. It might be that you are just in the process of focusing a bit more on the monetary side of life, or maybe you're being kind of drawn to that side. But it isn't always directly linked to the money, but it's a nice positive omen for money if you do, and especially if you continue to have a lot of red, because it does suggest abundance, opportunities, being a bit more connected to your physical life path at this time, and I'm sure she shifts. I'm sure because, well, we'll see in a moment that she does, but that's a good connection, like a rooted connection to the physical life path, so that's nice. But then we also have the metallic at the top, and she has quite a lot of metallic. So I did it with grey, but it's metallic, and this is spirit guides, spiritual connection. Sometimes the metallic colors can suggest, again, opportunity of material abundance, but metallic is more on the spiritual side. It's more spiritual abundance, So connection to spirit guides, spiritual protection, maybe even it could be her own spiritual gifts coming through as well. If you have a lot of spiritual gifts and you're really, mostly if you're being drawn onto a path to use your spiritual gifts, you get a lot of purple. But this could be you know, being guided to use them, but maybe just on your own life path. You might not be being guided to be a healer or be a reader, but you may be being guided to do a lot of your own spiritual work, you know, for yourself, if that makes sense. So yeah, love, strength and connection to material things, and the spiritual connection. So that's really nice for Carolyn as well. So next, I do believe Johanna Lula is here, so we'll go on to that. Let's see. Johanna Lula. And then Rain. I've read for you before, so you don't necessarily have to put your full name and date of birth, but if you want to, you can. But I do feel like we can connect here with the main colour of your aura. Okay. Okay, so we have another blue person, so just bear in mind if you do ask for the picture and you do ask for the article, this is blue and not indigo. I have to use the same colour for both because I'm limited with my colours, but this is more a blue that we're seeing here. So again, we have someone who is either very calm, likes to meditate, very relaxed, very laid back energy, chill, you know. So maybe that's your trait, your personality type, but not always. So like I said, I get people who say that's not me, that is not me. I'm totally busy, always running around, always stressed, but it's because of the energy you give off. So oftentimes when we have blue, we are approachable. We're a shoulder to cry on. People feel calm in our presence. They feel like you're giving them the time of day. They feel like they can open up to you. Like I said earlier with someone else who had the blue, it's that kind of thing where people say, I've never told anyone this before, but I feel like I can tell you, you know, or I don't know why I'm telling you this. I just feel comfortable to tell you, you know. You might be a shoulder to cry on. You make people feel calm. You're approachable. So it's really, really nice for that. So there we are for Johanna Lula. This is really, it's a really nice colour. You know, it's great if you're meditating. It's great if they are your personality traits, but it's even better if that's the energy that people feel around you, you know. So quite approachable person. So that's very, very nice. But sometimes it can be a burden. You know, people who have a lot of blue in their aura continuously, they might find that, you know, I'm always the shoulder to cry on, but maybe, you know, I don't have that person. You know, sometimes they are a bit too giving. So do think about that, you know, if you are a little bit too giving. We have Rain as well for a full reading. I don't need your full name and date of birth. I do feel connected to you. So we're okay with that for Rain. But let's see. Someone says, whose granny is this? I mean, I don't know. You know, 33 going on 60. Yeah, maybe. Adam, hello and welcome. And you're welcome as well if you said thank you and I didn't say you're welcome. You are very welcome. So we're doing Rain. Rain may be the last one if nobody else wants one. So if you do want one, do comment. Because we have a little bit of time. I'm happy to jump off now. I do have some things I could be getting on with. But yeah. So on the priority, we only have now Sadia, Debbie, Mohammed, and Michelle. So that's really nice. We got through quite a lot of the priority. So we'll do Rain, and then we'll just see if anybody else pops in. So Rain. Here we are. Okay. It's full reading for Rain. You love my laugh. Thank you. Okay, so Rain. Okay. They are they come through quite good today. And I think this is first, or with some purple in it, of the day, I think. I might be mistaken, but I think it is. We haven't had any murky colours today. I kind of feel like everyone's high vibe today, which is really nice. Ooh. Okay. So here we are. So Rain. So, okay. So we have the pink in the middle, nurturing, kind, compassionate, empathetic, all of those nice things. Hello and welcome, guys. If you are new, we are doing aura readings today. Please leave your full name and date of birth if you are not, if you're new, because I connect with Rain. Me and Rain are very, very close. I can do this without Rain's information. But if you are new, please leave some information and let me know if you would like a reading. We have a little bit of time for a few more we could do. So Rain, so kind, caring and nurturing energy. You're an empath. Anchor Haven, hello and welcome. Sorry, did I miss that? Hello and welcome, Anchor Haven. It's lovely to see you. So I hope you are well. So it's one of those love energies. So, but we do see the love is more focused on friends, family, romantic partners, all of those close to you. That's the difference with the green and the pink. The pink is more focused on those close ones to us. The green is a wider love, like for earth, plants, animals. But it still represents being like an empath, you know? So, and again, if you continue to get the reading and the aura changes with spiritual and emotional changes, and you get a reading maybe every 2 months, and you keep seeing pink in the aura, if it's a common color in your aura, it suggests that you will end up in a long-term romantic relationship. Anchor Haven, did you go to the alien event? Did you meet Sean? Yes, I did. I posted a little bit about it. I did a few shorts. I posted some pictures, but really, I just took it in, you know, in person. But yeah, I met Sean. It was great. It was really great. I didn't get to see Sean's talk actually. But we did speak on the first night. We spoke quite a lot, and it was really nice. I do feel like he's a really great guy. And Yasha, is it? I can't remember exactly how to pronounce her name, but yeah, they were great. Would have been nice to connect a little bit more with them. We did see them one evening at a gathering, at someone else's place. But yeah, I didn't connect too much, especially with his Yasha, his girlfriend. How tall is he? I have no idea. When we were speaking, we were both sat down. I'm not really sure how tall he is. I'm really sorry. Even the picture I have is sat down, so you can't really tell. Sorry, Rain. So yeah, so you have pink in the aura, and then the purple is, of course, it's more of that spiritual color. It's more like spiritual connection. That's purple is the kind of one where if you do continue, like me, when I was first getting aura readings, it was always predominantly purple because I was being guided on a spiritual path, to do spiritual work, to do spiritual things for people, you know, Reiki, whatever it might be. So purple is a very high spiritual connection. You can have a deep intuition if you have a lot of purple, and you really like to get deeper into things, specifically things that are kind of hidden. So it can be delving deep into spirituality, or it can be delving deep into things like psychology, the mind, how the mind works as well. So it's kind of like that. That's a really nice one. And again, you know, when you're getting this reading and you're seeing that the purple is there, it's more of an affirmation as well to trust your own intuition, trust it, you know. Then we have blue, indigo. Yours is indigo, so I know. I only have this pen for blue and indigo, so I do listen to me when I differentiate this. So just in case you ask for the picture and the article afterwards, you know you're going for indigo and not blue. So indigo. Samina, hello and welcome. Aura reading. So for non-members, I just do the main color of the aura. For members, I do the full reading. So Rain is a member, so Rain gets a full reading. And if we look here at, let's say, Johanna Lula, that was just the main color of her aura. Yeah, so you can have the main color. Did I pack enough clothes? I didn't. I purposely packed very, very light. And I've been shopping whilst I'm here. I have a few extra clothes. I've been given a lot of clothes as well. Two of Brad's friends have given me clothes. A beautiful lady that I met, Pam, actually gave me these pants, Levi's. She gave me these, so yeah. I've been given a lot of clothes. I've been shopping. I just decided that I would pack very light and then shop whilst I'm here and just leave some things at Brad's. So yeah, it's been really great. We still have a few conferences to go here. We have one in New York next month. Yes, next month. So yeah, and then so the indigo for rain. The indigo is, with indigo you feel a lot of wanderlust, and I always say people who have a lot of indigo in their aura tend to get on very well because they're not boring people. They like to mix it up. They might have wanderlust. They're just not boring. They always like to do new things. They like to travel. They like to try new things. You know, they're not that kind of person that, you might have a favorite restaurant and a favorite meal, but you're not always eating it. You like to try new things. You like to go to new restaurants. You like to go to new places. It's a very wanderlust, like kind of fun energy. I'd say fun energy for indigo people. There's a little bit of kind of like spiritual-esque elements and connection to intuition in the indigo as well, especially when it's combined with the purple. But generally it is about that kind of loving life and wanting to live it kind of energy, you know. Thank you, Rain. Yeah, when she gave me them, I was like, these are going to be too small. But yeah, I really, really like them. Yeah, I think you do resonate with the indigo. I think even just talking to you without knowing you, I would assume that you had indigo in your aura. Julia, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the super sticker. Thank you so much. Actually, I love that one. For some reason, I love lemons. So I really love that one. That's so cute. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's nice to catch up with you. You know, I am really. It's funny. Like, I don't know. It took me a while to stop missing people. I think I didn't really think like, if 3 months away, it's just 3 months. But yeah, I am really kind of missing people now. I'd like to see you when I get back. Jenny, Nessie. There are a few people that I'm like, I actually am really, because I'm always all over the place usually anyway. So I do, even my friends I don't see that often. So I didn't really feel like I miss people as much as I do. But yeah, I kind of do. Thandeka? I didn't see that message before it got deleted. But yeah, so that's Rain. And again, another one today with no murky colours or anything like that. I think people are doing very well right now. Let's see. Samina, sorry. So Samina, if you're still here, give me a wave. I'm really happy for the streams are just talking to chatting, but yeah, I do want to try to not ignore. So Samina, let me check. Were you on priority last? Oh wait, you had one last time, didn't you, Samina? Oh no, it's just because the ones from last time I'm not doing again yet. It's too soon to check on the aura again. But yeah, Samina, you didn't have one. So let's do that. And Julia, you said you're on typical Spog. I can't speak today. I'm saying Spogcast. Typical skeptic podcast. Yeah. I've seen it. I follow them on Facebook. But I'm not sure. I don't know who's involved in it. I don't know the names of people, but I've definitely seen it. Rain! I got another lemon! So one of the lemons is kissing like a little mini lemon or something. And your lemon's a superhero. That's really cute. Thank you for the lemons. I'll pop in. I'll pop into a typical skeptic podcast at some point. I do follow them on Facebook, so I should see when they and YouTube. So I should see that. Samina, are you still? Yes, I'll do you now. Okay, so Samina, main colour of your aura. We're super connected, so we can do this without pictures or information, I think. So main colour for Samina, okay. Okay. Doesn't really surprise me. So you have green. So again, I do like to say, green and red are those colours that people are like, oh no, I don't want that in my aura. But there's a difference between like the murky, dark colours that represent jealousy and anger, and the brighter colours. So the kind of like bright, nice, vibrant green that we see with Samina is another love energy. So she's kind, she's caring, she's nurturing, she's an empath, just like the pink people, the pink aura people. But Samina's love is a bit more wide, should we say. So she's very well maybe focused on friends, family, close connections, but she might be doing something like, you know, feeding the homeless or volunteering at a animal sanctuary, or, you know, caring about the earth in some way. You know, it's like the care that she has extends beyond just the close friends and family, a bit more than people who have the pink. People who have the pink love colour, they're very focused on that, you know. But people who have the green, it's very wide, unconditional love. So it's very, very nice for Samina, and it doesn't surprise me that your aura comes out like that. Let's see. Oscar, hello and welcome. Well, you want a girlfriend? I hope you get one. Best of luck to you. Call. That's a really strange thing to say. Mattia, hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. So if you are new, I'm Venus and this is Secret Frequencies, and I do readings on this channel all the time. Oh, do you want a reading, Julia? I didn't know. Sometimes people just come into chat. I will very happily do a aura, main color of your aura for you. I would be very happy to do that. So yeah, if you want it done, so subscribers, it's just the main color that comes through in your, like the most dominant color in your aura, the main color. If you are a member, you get a full aura reading. So you're very welcome. Anybody. It's just a little bit less for non-members. That's all. But you're still very welcome. Okay. Okay. Actually, there's something coming through here, so I do want to talk about. So I know it's the main colour, but if I see something that's, oh, unfortunately, a first person with a bit of murkiness here, but let's talk about it. So predominantly, I'm seeing purple come through. So again, this is one doesn't really necessarily surprise me, because I know you do work in this, like literally work in this kind of field. Like I do get people with purple in that aura who are just on their own spiritual path. They're not necessarily doing spiritual work for other people. But people with a lot of purple, generally, yeah, they are being guided to maybe do a bit more. So to work in this field sometimes. But purple, so it's very spiritually connected. It's very like deep, like deep thinkers. You can be a deep thinker. Sometimes it's not great. Sometimes it can manifest as overthinking sometimes, but they are very deep thinkers, and they do like to really delve into things. So how does spirituality really work? What's the truth? Or how does the mind really work? What's the truth? We have psychologists as members here in this channel, and they have purple in their aura because they're delving very deep into the mind. So the purple makes a lot of sense with to me. But we do see, unfortunately, I was having a very good run with people today, but we have a bit of murkiness, so I've drawn that with brown just to represent it. We have a bit of murkiness there. What I really feel from this murkiness is you recently did have an attack. It feels like kind of recent, like I would say at least within the last 1 to 1.5 months, you're having some kind of attack. So I always, to me, like how I draw the aura, it's kind of symbolic. So we're drawing the murkiness on kind of the outside of the aura. So there could be some suggestion that it's releasing. You are working to release it, or maybe it's just getting to you, like it just managed to get through your protection, so that's why it's on the edge. Either it just managed to get through your protection might have been quite high, but just a bit got through, or you're already kind of releasing this, but it feels quite recent. There's some kind of attack. But yeah, so that's the main things we're seeing with the aura there for Julia. And yeah, she's saying via the flame, so yeah, making sense with that. But love, light and blessings and all of those positive energies to releasing this. But I know it's kind of like not disheartening, but not great, because I know you go through a lot with your, you know, You know what I mean. With who you are and what you do and what you're working on, what you've uncovered, you do go through a lot. So, at one point I'm like, oh, really want you to release this, but at the same time I'm like, she definitely will. She definitely has the ability to work with that. I'm sure you're probably already working on it. Um, which is why I'm drawn to do it on the outside of the aura, I think, rather than central. Oh, did we do Samina? Yes, we did. Oh, good. Okay, so I think we have a few more people in. So let's see. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome, of course. Julia, it's lovely to see you. It's lovely to talk to you. Samina says, wow, spot on like always. You always amaze me with your accuracy. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Mary, hello, welcome. So, Mary, if you just give me your full name and date of birth, because you're kind of new, I actually don't think I've ever connected with you before. So, if you're happy to provide your full name and date of birth, please do so, and I will do your reading. I can do them from pictures, but I have to jump off stream because I'm streaming on my phone to open the picture. So, full name and date of birth is better for me, if that's okay. Oh, Michael says, is abortion murder? We're not doing discussions like that on this channel. I'm sorry. Anka Haven says, I'm having a tricky week. Okay. Oh yeah, so if you're having a very recent, okay, so you're also confirming it's recent. Okay, good. Not good. It's not good that's happening, but good that we're resonating, we're connecting like that. Oh, Mohammed, you were on priority last time. Pop, hello and welcome. Ongoing attack. Yeah, I really hope. I mean, I feel like you have a lot of strength, which is probably why your protections seem quite good. I think you have a lot of strength, but yeah, it's definitely unfortunate for when it's continuous. I had attacks my first month here. It was really not great. But when I got to Utah, it was like, oh, and I had like amazing, like everything released from me kind of experience. So that was good. Pop, yeah. So it'll be Mohammed, if you're still here after I've done Mary's, it'll be yours because you were on priority. It'll be Mohammed after Mary. But Pop, was it Pop? Yeah, Pop, if you want to put your full name and date of birth, you'll be the last one. I will be finishing up in a moment, so... But let's get through these two. So, Mary, you're a subscriber, so it's the main colour of your aura, just so you guys know. If you want the full reading, it's members, but yeah, just the main colour for subscribers. So, Mary, let me just focus, because you're on you. Focus on that information for a moment. 11, 17, 73. Okay. If you guys want to delete your information afterwards, you can. I know I always feel bad to ask people for that online, but it kind of helps. So, okay, Mary. Okay, so we have another one with yellow today. I really like this. There's a lot to yellow, so let's talk about it. So, the main colour of your aura is yellow. And yellow, it's probably the hardest one to see, but yellow, okay. Oh, it's 2222, amazing. Here it's like, 22 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. So, Mary, so yellow. Yellow is, there can be connection to inner child, or you might be working on the inner child, or you might be being guided to work on the inner child a little bit. So we have that side. Generally, these people can be quite light-hearted. They might be a little bit more in their light-hearted energies, not taking things too seriously, but there is a serious side to yellow, because people with yellow in their aura, they tend to be very aware that when they leave school, learning doesn't end. They keep going, they keep learning in some way, whether that's extra courses, whether that's training within a job, whether that's self-teaching, maybe they're learning a language, learning an instrument, or they could just be very open to the lessons of life. They know that life is lessons. They know that they have lessons to learn in life, and they're connected to them. So it can manifest in different ways. You get a lot of people when they're studying have a lot of yellow in the aura, but it can just be lessons of life as well. It doesn't have to be that you're learning something specific, but often it is. But also, with yellow, so they're quite intelligent as well, but they can also be, because it's quite a vibrant and light-hearted energy a lot of the time, they can come across as very attractive. Now, the attractive energy, it doesn't always manifest as people physically attracted to you. But it can be like you attract things easily. So it could be friends, networking, could even be actual situations, opportunities you attract quite easily to you. It could be that. Love, light, and blessings, Julia. It was lovely to see you. Hope to talk to you more soon, and hopefully catch you on a stream as well. Love, light, and blessings. So yeah, so there's intellect, and then there is the, where was I up to? I can't remember now. Oh, learning the lens of life is like a really attractive. Being able to attract things to you is quite common with people with yellow auras. And then also there's possibility of spiritual awakening. That's one with yellow. It's like a possibility of spiritual awakening. You might have had some kind of spiritual awakening, awareness, upgrades. It's not to say that you haven't had any, but you may be open to more. There might be more coming, but it's always possibility. It's not like purple where it's like, okay, you probably are awakened with purple. Sometimes it's just a possibility. But yeah, so that's yellow in the aura for Mary. So that's nice. And then Mohammed. So let's do our last one for today is Mohammed. So this is again main color of the aura, and I'll mark you off my priority list as well, just in case I forget. So we only have 3 left on priority. That's great. Sadia, Debbie, and Michelle, the only people who didn't make it today. So we had, what was her name? Mary what? Yeah, S. Just so I know, because I don't like to give aura readings too close together because they don't really change. I feel like it's kind of pointless when other people could have a chance. Okay, so more comments. Main color of your aura right now. Let's see what we get. Okay. Ah, this is interesting. I don't know if we've had this as a main color before, but there can be a lot of positive to this. So you have red, and again, I do like to stress, red is, Mary, you're very welcome. So red is, there is like, there's a murky kind of green that is jealousy. There's a murky deep red that is anger, but you can get vibrant red in your aura that isn't linked to, like anger and negative emotions. This is the vibrant red, and it's more, there is like a warrior energy and independence. You might be going through an independent period of your life path. You might be being a bit more self-sufficient, a bit more strong. You might be stepping into your strength, but also there's a great connection to the physical life path with red. So you can have, you know, you might be a bit more focused on the financial path, the work path, getting a house, getting a car, things that are very materialistically abundant. You're a bit more focused on that right now, or you're being guided to be a bit more focused on that right now. And what happens with that is there's more opportunity for abundance when you have a lot of red in your aura, especially if it's a color that's continuing. Like I always say, auras change with spiritual and emotional changes. If you continually see red, a good red in the aura, you may have, open yourself up to opportunities, look out for them, because it is really connected with material abundance, the red. Very focused on the physical life path at the moment, so maybe you're being guided to that, or maybe you're already doing that. But yeah, so red. That's pretty much it. It's mainly connection to the physical life path. Strong warrior energy, strength, independence, learning a lot about yourself, but more as a person. Maybe not spiritually, maybe like as how people see you and things like that. So that's nice. For Mohammed there. Rai, hello and welcome. Pratham, hello and welcome. I do not know this person called Gabe. I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah. Hello and welcome. It's lovely to see you guys. I'm jumping off right now, but it's really lovely to see you. I do readings like this all the time. My name is Venus. This is Secret Frequencies, and I do readings like tarot, crystal ball, pendulum, aura reading, candle wax reading, starseed reading, past life reading, all different types of readings, channelings as well. So subscribe if you are interested in things like that. Because I will be on most days. I try to get on as often as I can. So it'd be lovely to see you on different streams. So love, light and blessings to each of you. Thank you so much for joining me. And I really, really hope to see you soon.